Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. We're back in all its glory. Welcome on, everyone.
Yes. So, how have you
In all
been?
its glory. Welcome on, everyone. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you keeping hidden?
So, how have you
In all
been?
its glory.
We're
Welcome
getting
on, everyone.
feedback on.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
doing
it's
good,
on
man.
you.
I'm doing good. Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Am I doing double?
Yeah, I think that's cleared it up.
We're all good?
Professionals. That's what I like it, man. We are the professionals, man. I dare Joe Rogan to try and pull something like that. I dare you, mate.
Is it all good, hidden? Because obviously I'm using new software. We're all good. No feedback, nothing like that. We're all good.
Sounds good. It sounds good.
Okay.
Hello,
Cool.
everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello, and chat. Hello, everyone. And yeah, it's nice to see everyone on this crazy year we're living in. And yeah, all good, man. It's come 420. And hello everyone in chat. One True Saxon, John Strokes, Rebecca. Nice to see Rebecca. Sheep Pop, Rotary Matrix. I've got Erman the Tosser. How's it going, brother?
There you go. I was waiting for you to say that.
Oh, hold on. Who's that? Oh, that's
Harry
Enfield. Yeah, that's it. Harry Enfield. Yeah.
Harry Enfield, man.
Awesome.
Yeah,
and Jose, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you.
That's forever. I finally got to watch Sinners.
Any good?
Yeah. I like it. I don't know if Rebecca's seen it yet. So
okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for that, man.
I'm trying to get everybody up.
That's cool, man.
I'll keep an eye out for that,
man. I'm just checking. That's all right. I'm just checking levels. Sorry for the silence, guys. I'm using a new software to like make my audio a bit more studio quality. I think that's why we had that little feedback a minute ago. But just checking everything's all good. But we're all good, real good, all good in the hood. But yeah, today's subject. Jose, nice to see you. Oh, Jose, I do apologise, mate. I have received your emails. It's just I'm really crap at getting back to anybody. It's one of those emails I don't really deal with, but I will get back to it. I have seen one of your drawings you've done. It's pretty dark, mate, but it's awesome. It's awesome. I quite like to do the dog man. Do you know what? Is there any people in chat who lives in England? We're in America as well, or wherever you are in the world. Dog man. Have you heard of sightings in England? From it, I'm pretty sure I've heard some rumours. I know we got the black cat, the black cat sightings we see. I think some of them in the southwest where I live. But in terms of, what would you call it? The dog man, isn't it? Is it a dog man, isn't it? Half dog, half man.
There has been some sightings. I'll tell you where. And this is really someplace I've always wanted to check out, and it's pretty much on my doorstep. It's probably about 30 to 40 miles away. Cannock Chase.
Oh, I've heard about that. Fill me in.
You got everything there, man. You got the lady in white that hangs about on the road. Are you guys in England? Have you heard of Cannock Chase? You got the black-eyed children that have been reported there.
Ah, okay.
You've got this dogman thing. They call him a different name, and it's a very interesting story. And I was told where these where to find this thing where it hangs, where it's like to be spotted.
Okay, southwest, north of England. Where we're talking about here?
Midlands. That's where I am. I'm in the Midlands. I'm in the wild West Midlands.
You are indeed, mate. You are indeed. So
yeah, see, John Stokes, he knows it. I'm trying to get it
England. Stephen England, how's it going, man? Nice to see you, brother. Moody, how's it going?
How you do? Sorry, I'm trying to get John Stokes. Where are you, man?
He's at the bottom of the top.
This is me, and I've had nothing. I can't. There you go. See, he's by Cannock.
Okay.
And you've heard the stories of Cannock Chase. There's the White Lady Ghost, like I said. The Black Eyed Children is probably the more famous one because they talk.
Yeah.
Sure, you heard about the Black Eyed Children.
I thought it was an America thing because was there a movie about it?
Probably because I don't think that the Black Eyed Children are just located in one spot, from my understanding. But I know there's cases there of the Black Eyed Children, and they beckon them to come into the woods.
All right.
And then you have this dog man, and there's something that's very weird there as well. There's an area of land. I don't know you guys. Because so far I saw two people there. But there's supposed to be an area. It's a perfect circle in Cannock Chase,
Right.
in the woods or fields, and nothing grows there.
Oh, interesting. That sounds a bit like some UFO landing sites. Some of the vegetation doesn't tend to grow back there, unless some spiritual ritual. I mean, that does happen in some cases.
That's more than what I was thinking, because given the level of paranormal stuff that's going on there, I ain't never heard of a UFO sighting out there. But just because I haven't heard of it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Is it a bit like what's it called, Skywalker Ranch, where you get paranormal UFO sightings amongst? Would you consider it something a bit like that? Cannock Chase.
No, because I don't think, to be my personal opinion is, I don't think Skinwalker Ranch is. I was going to call it Skywalker Ranch. I don't think it's. I think things that they're picking up can be explained.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Staffordshire. That's where it's based. Okay.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah. It's quite. Oh, actually, do you know what? It's not too far from me. Oh yeah, it's just near like Birmingham. That's probably about an hour and a half drive, maybe. That's interesting. Okay, I'll check that out, man. Yeah,
well,
I love stuff like that.
I can catch a train there, and if I wanted a long bus ride, I could take a long bus ride.
Oh, sweet, man. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, me and the missus were talking about potentially going to like haunted locations, spooky locations, something to do, around England. But yeah, I'll bear that in mind, man. Cannock Chase. And it says here, National Landscape, Staffordshire. Lovely. As long as it got a pub there, I can get food.
Yeah. I believe on the road to that pub is where the White Lady's been seen.
Ah.
Well, the lady in white.
What did she do then? Give you like easy hand jobs?
Leave it.
We're PG-13, Nick. Behave yourself. It's all about Mandela effect today.
Save that for the Alien Addict show, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, should we go on with the show? Is everyone going to 420 with me? Hidden?
I don't know, man. Do I got to keep you in line? Do I got to keep this show PG-13?
I thought I learned by now, didn't you, mate?
But since you opened up that door, did you hear the one about the gay ghost?
No, gay ghost.
Yeah, did you hear the one about the gay ghost?
No.
Gave everybody the willies. There you go. There you go.
That was very PG-13. Okay.
It was
very PG-13. Yeah. Hey, weren't you Saxon? Yeah, come on 420 with me, man. I got some beautiful star dog. It was funny, Rebecca. It was. I could have gone a lot darker. Wow, there's some photographs I'm going to put up in a minute. It's going to bring back some memories, especially for a man or a very young kid back in the 90s, especially male. But should we go on today's show? Ghost, fake ghost and gay. It's definitely that, Rebecca. Okay, so Mandela effect. What the hell is that about? Hidden Mandela effect. We've all heard about it. People in chat, we've probably heard.
Well, the actual Mandela effect, the name where it stems from, is this guy, rightly so, Nelson Mandela, where we know him, and that he went on to become freed from prison.
Yeah.
Whatever scandals that Winnie had, he managed to distance himself from. He became the president of South Africa. Met many influential people, the Pope, everyone. and then passed away. But there is a core group of his friends and associates that clearly remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison. He never was released, never got embroiled in any scandals, or never witnessed any scandals that Winnie Mandela was doing, because he had died by this point. Never became the president, never met the Pope.
Yeah.
Never. And they are adamant to this day that they know that he died in prison and they don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
Correct, Mundo?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And Rebecca, you did put something there. Oh, I screwed my notes up again. Hold on. Okay, I'll probably get to it. Okay, so let's require me to read. So let's go back to the beginning. What is the Mandela effect? So the Mandela, oh my God, 420 too early and we're screwing up the words. The Mandela effect is a phenomenon where a large number of people remember an event, fact or detail one way, but discover that the actual reality is different. It often involves a collective false memories where many individuals share the same incorrect recollection. Now, this is what basically ChatGPT is saying, all right? But obviously, we've all gone through some sort of experience of the Mandela effect, one way or the other, all right? Why is it called the Mandela effect? Well, in essence, our reality changes in ways that we can't really understand. Could there be a universal phenomena occurring all around us, affecting everyone and everything? And it's sort of morphing into like the fabric of like space and time. Do you mind going away, please? You were very annoying last time. I'm talking about my cat. He was very naughty last episode. Yeah, he bragged a mouse and he was chasing it around everywhere. I hope he doesn't do it the same today. So in terms of where the Mandela effect comes from, where it stands from. Hey man, how's it going? Nice to see you, brother. So there was a great man, a reserved man, a very adopted and respected man through all walks of life and throughout the world. The date was the 5th of December, and the body belonged to none other than Nelson Mandela, which you are seeing right here. And the next day after his death was announced, all over the globe, people were mourning his death, and there was some sort of feeling of surprise, all right, because what came from what happened to Nelson Mandela's death was to be expected, because he was 95 years old and he was quite ill at the time. Now, the news obviously shocked the world, but there was some group of people on the internet clearly remember that Nelson Mandela died in the 80s when he was in prison. This was like 30 years ago. And so many people are adamant that he definitely did die in prison. And this is when he passed away in 2013. This is where the Mandela effects really started to come to fruition, because then the internet, you know how the internet goes in, and it tends to pick on something and then really does a deep dive into that subject, but it tends to add a bit of BS to it. And we'll kind of, we need to understand the Mandela effect, whether or not it's a real phenomenon or it's something what we're calling on this channel faking game. So we're going to go through both avenues on here. Okay, I wrote a script to sound really professional, and the problem is when I wrote the script I didn't 420, and now I 420 and I can't read it properly. I'm going to sound like a complete idiot. All right, so where am I to? Hold on. So yeah, he obviously died on December of 2013, but many people said no, he died in the 1980s, and this is where the Mandela effect started to come along. There were obviously very much speculations going on. Well, what the hell is going on here? There's something very strange, because people are so adamant, like I said, that Nelson Mandela died in prison in 1983, not 2013. Obviously, there's a 30-year time span. Whether or not the people at the time who were saying those things wasn't really looking at the news in South Africa at the time. I don't know. Again, when it comes to the internet, a lot of information and people saying, "Oh no, this actually happened," kind of gets sort of faded after a while, and you're trying to think of that was the actual thing that happened. But
didn't one of the people that were saying this claim that they were in his prison cell?
Yes, this was like close friends of his. Yeah.
So to me, that's kind of a bit bizarre. Because why this man's gone on to do great things, but yet there's a strong, I believe there's a couple of people, because I think one even said like lost all the body.
Yeah, I remember hearing rumors about that he couldn't really see his body or anything like that. I understand, man. This is what sparks rumors. You know what I mean? Oh dear. So yeah, this is where it all spans from, guys. And actually, Rebecca, you mentioned a really good thing here that I did have it on here somewhere. Wonder if it's saved. No, I don't think it is. Okay. What did Rebecca say? There was a lady who put this forward, and this was like the first sort of historical reference of the Mandela effect. Fiona Broom, I believe her name, and she coined the term back in 2009. Oh, that's yeah. Again, it depends which avenue you go down, man. So yeah.
But we will be coming back to this, wouldn't we? Because I still say one thing about this, yeah, and not necessarily Nelson Mandela, but the one thing that's baking my noodle is Shazam.
Oh, hold on. You're talking about the VH videotape you're talking about?
Yeah. Shazam. Now, me and this gentleman, I'm going to call him out, me and this gentleman called Paul was having a conversation about this. Now, he said something that I thought was very interesting. He said, was it, did I say, I don't know. You know what I'm on about. I'm sure it was called Shazam.
Hold on. I know what you're talking about. I saw a YouTube video about it. It was quite interesting. There was a videotape that people remember seeing.
Yep. With Sinbad. Starred Sinbad.
Yeah, Sinbad. Yeah. Hold on. Just trying to find it. Hold on.
So while you're looking for it, I'll tell you all what this guy said to me. He said, what if it was, because sometimes they would do art mock-ups. And what if this was like an art mock-up? Because he said he remembered it as well. And we can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Just.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Don't swear.
I'm not swearing. I didn't swear.
It was about you. That's what I had to say. But anyways, he suggested that could it be some sort of. But because I said, look, I can remember the poster. I don't remember seeing the movie because it's not my kind of thing. Because even back then, I loved horror movies and kung fu movies, but comedies, me.
Okay.
Unless it was Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy back in the 80s. I've just turned off the thing, mate. I've gone back to my normal settings, so you shouldn't hear any feedback. Oh, I've got video here. Would you like me to put it up? There we go. Yes. This is just, yeah, honestly, this is quite interesting because people vaguely remember seeing this called Shazam with Sinbad. And then suddenly the VHS was lost. And this is just a very short clip of someone actually found a genuine movie. Right, ready? Let's do that.
Did they really?
Yep, got it here.
What are you doing?
Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, Hidden. 2 seconds. Let me just change the settings on something. This is when what happens when you add software and you have no idea. Hold on, what am I doing?
Hello, Black Dot.
Okay. Dad could have No. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. Hold on.
I'm trying to keep it with chat.
Mom stuff.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Can you hear that? Actually?
Yeah, we can hear it.
James,
You can hear it, can you?
Something he
Oh, I
forgot.
can. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go back. Here we go.
What are you doing? Dad could have thrown out all of Mom's stuff. He just could have. James, there's got to be something he forgot here. Something real. We can remember her by. Hey, we have our memories. They're real. No one can take that from us. Yeah.
Clean this up. Can you imagine if Dad saw this mess?
Really hooked on them.
Bless you.
Can you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What is that?
Oh, I just noticed you got the Bearstein Bears book right on the side there. Coincidence?
Whoa.
What's happening?
Man, it
Just
feels
Jimmy
good to get
Savile.
that thing. Oh, kind of cramped up in there. Should have took you long enough, Tina. Wait, y'all are not Tina.
He looks old over there.
Wait. Where you going? I just got here. What happened to saying hello? Haha. I believe we got off on the wrong foot.
Don't come any closer.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start all over, right? I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Shazam! I'm the genie of the lamp. And you are?
You're not a genie. Genies aren't real.
Every time I come out the lamp, I hear the same thing.
You better get out of here, all right?
Oh, you will. But you gonna toot me to death?
I can't hear nothing, so I suppose it's pretty cheesy.
You're not gonna scream again, are you? Because look, if you do, I'm gonna have to take one of your wishes away.
He is a genie.
You're a little Tina.
That was my mom's name.
How
I ain't
long
buying
have I been in
this.
lamp? She has kids now? I thought we had something going on, man.
I ain't buying this.
Now, I know I'm 2,000 years older than she is, but look, Clint Eastwood did it. It could happen.
Oh,
Age
got it.
ain't nothing but a number. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you knew her mom?
Should have made me my
Okay, I just caught the last bit of that because the order now works. Yeah, so this is.
I ain't buying that.
What do you mean?
He looks too old.
Dude, don't say it's AI. Look, it's got the crew member, everything here. Can you not see that? Do you want to find another clip?
Hold on,
Yeah,
go back
no,
up.
no.
Go back up. Go back up.
Yeah. Well, that one.
Yeah, that one there.
Go on then.
I just want to say I'm embarrassed because I've been telling people I never did Shazam, and people always walking up on me, and I'm just going to tell you what happened.
Ah, music.
That's done. Don't worry about it.
I did do Shazam. I'm not proud of it when I did Shazam. I was doing a lot of crack. I was staying in crack houses, and I did Shazam for crack money. I knew it wasn't going to be a great movie because I have no genie skills. I think most movies, you have to bring something out of yourself, and I've never been a genie or had magical powers. It was a learning process for me as I was doing this movie, just getting into the lamp. I took a lot of yoga, a lot of Crisco oil to slide up into that lamp. So, I injured myself. I had a rotator cuff injury, but I'm not crying. I'm not crying because I'm tough. For those who say, hey, you saw Shazam when I was growing up, yeah, you did. It did exist. It took a lot of government intervention to get those videos out of people's homes and out of the video stores. I'm lucky because I'm ex-military, ex-special forces. So we were able to do a lot of mind control stuff to get those videotapes away from people. There's 3 tapes left. There are 3 Shazam videos still out there we did not find. And if we find you, we're going to kill you. And I just want you to know that. I want you to be aware of that because I felt bad that that you didn't know you're on a hit list. And I'm ashamed. I'm totally ashamed of that. But I'm just saying, if you have that Shazam video, you're on a short list to have an assassin come to your house. So I'm not saying what to do. I'm not saying, hey, if you want to post it on Twitter or something, say, hey, I got the video. But that means your whole family's gone. And I'm just trying to put that out there because I feel bad because of my weakness, not admitting that I did Shazam when I was in a bad space in my life. I was in a bad place in my life. And I just want to tell people it gets better. It gets better. All right? You hang in there.
All right. Cheers, mate. Cheers. You sound great at a party. So, yeah, there we go. A videotape I have no idea about.
That's what I agree with DW. That looks like a reshot because you see him there, Sinbad there talking. He looked younger there than he did in that that's supposed to be from the 80s, 90s. Nah.
I don't know, man.
I think he did that as a joke.
Oh, yeah. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I don't think that was the Sinbad. What do you guys think? We all saw the clip. I don't think that was it. He looked too old. You can see he would have been young back then.
Yeah, you think what's that? Mid-90s, late 90s? To be honest with you, I'm not too sure.
I'd say early 90s.
Really? Okay, well no, you would have been a lot younger then. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too familiar with the character itself. Yes, mate.
But even at that, you yourself, you saw the genie. Wouldn't you think he sounded? You know what I mean? He looked. You could tell he looks old.
Oh yeah, oldish. Yeah. For the 90s, early 90s. I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with the character anyway. So, yeah, pretty much. I've never heard of it. Until the Mandela effect came along, and people will start to make videos about this VHS tape that apparently didn't exist. So
yeah, it's weird. It's mad, and everybody, because even like I said, this Paul that I spoke to, yeah, he knows of the movie. He was even describing what Sinbad was wearing. It's insane, but yet it doesn't exist. It's insane.
So yeah, that's that one part of a Mandela effect. And I tell you what, let's bring up the man himself, Mr. Mandela, and I can carry on with my presentation. Hold on a minute. We need to talk about Cern, or should we talk about Mandela effect first?
Well, let's talk about Cern because I think it's good to get a background on what Cern actually does.
Okay, fair enough, brother.
Then we could, so let's start with a funny thing happened on the way to Cern's.
Absolutely. Bring this up. So this is from Cern's. Hold on a minute. Do I think right?
No.
Yes, I do. That was right, mate. There we go. Lovely job, Larry. This is from Cern's web YouTube. I'm already 420'd hard. I'm nice and chilled, man. So yeah, this is from their official YouTube channel. Talking about what the hell this thing is. Also, take it with a pinch of salt because it might say it does one thing, like the God particle, but the next video I want to show goes into something that's a lot more deeper, which I kind of think possibly explains why we've been seeing these spirals in the sky. That's been blamed on rockets. But anyway, we'll get to that in due time. Sorry for the queer music. Turn it down. What is Cern? Aiden, do you want to make it mute because of the music?
Nah. We probably got copyright on playing whatever the Shazam wannabe.
All right.
Let's go for it. I don't care about copyrights. Let's go for it.
I'd rather have talking instead of
Yeah, is there no talking in this?
No. Apparently not. Oh, BBC loves PDF files. Right, what is Cern? I want to find a quick video. I'm really sorry. Do you click on this one? What is Cern? A really quick video. Okay, tell you what. Let's do. Right, let's do that one.
Nestled on the border of Switzerland and France near Geneva lies a scientific marvel, Cern, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Cern is not just a laboratory, it's a global hub where thousands of scientists from diverse backgrounds converge with a shared goal to unravel the fundamental secrets of matter and the forces that govern the cosmos.
I wouldn't be
At
surprised.
Cern, powerful instruments recreate conditions similar to those that existed moments after the Big Bang, offering a glimpse into the very essence of our universe's creation. It's a place where the thrill of discovery permeates the air, where groundbreaking experiments redefine what we know about the universe and our place within it. It's a testament to the power of international collaboration. A shining example.
It's more what they're learning about the universe and not telling us.
Yeah, I wish the person who learned to edit this video can actually like not play any stupid music.
Of what humanity can achieve when we work together towards a common goal. At the heart of Cern lies its crown jewel, a marvel of modern engineering, the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC. This behemoth, housed in a 27-kilometer-long circular tunnel deep underground, is the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built. Imagine a racetrack for particles, where protons, the building blocks of atoms, are accelerated to near the speed of light.
It just sounds like an AI
LHC's
video.
immense
Really.
size and power allow it to smash these particles together with unprecedented energy, recreating conditions that existed fractions of a second after the Big Bang. Detectors, strategically placed around the LHC's ring, capture the remnants of these collisions, providing data that physicists analyze to unlock the secrets
Good evening,
of the
John.
universe.
Nice to see you, brother.
Its construction and operation require the combined efforts of thousands of scientists, engineers, and technicians from around the world. The LHC operates on the principle that by smashing particles together at incredibly high energies, we can break them apart and study their fundamental constituents. Hydrogen atoms are stripped of their electrons, leaving behind bare protons. These protons are then injected into the LHC's circular tunnel, where they're accelerated by powerful electric fields. The LHC's massive magnets, cooled to extremely low temperatures, guide the protons around the circular tunnel, keeping them on a precise path. When the protons collide, their energy is converted into mass, creating a shower of new particles.
Nice to see you.
The data collected from these detectors provide valuable insights into the properties of particles and the forces that govern their interactions. The LHC has already yielded remarkable discoveries, confirming long-standing predictions of the standard model of particle physics. One of the most notable achievements was the detection of...
Okay, do you want to carry on with this, or do you get the idea? Basically, what they want to do is create something that's like called the God particle, is basically slamming atoms together at such a high velocity. Eventually, it mimics what essentially made the whole universe called the Big Bang. I mean, who came up with that concept? Do you know what I mean? If humans have been here for, what, 200,000 years, and the planet's been here for, what, 8 billion years, and then suddenly we've just managed to figure that out, you know? Like, who came up with that number? Do you know what I mean, brothers and sisters? Like, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's basically what it is, to recreate something called the God particle, to create something called the Big Bang. And from then, this experiment took place, was it like 2008? Or was that when that's the opening ceremony started to happen? I can't remember. That, as someone who researched this should know better. Anyway, but yeah, basically that's what it is. That is one potential scenario for this Hadron Collider, or whatever it's called. It's just a big donut.
It's what happens in science is you set out to do one thing, but what you have is unexpected findings by doing that one thing that leads you down many different avenues.
Yeah, sure.
Which
sure.
is because when you go on, I'm not speaking in defense, but I kind of understand. And you know, if I was a scientist and you got something, and this isn't the only Hadron Collider. I mean, China is working on one that's, I think it's twice, if not three times the size of this one.
Yeah,
CERN.
This huge. I mean, CERN's huge, but the one that's China's going to be building is it's ginormous. It's huge,
and it's all a race to do what? To look beyond the fabric of time and space. You see, it's a quite interesting thing, because if they work this, because at the moment in space travel, warp speed is theoretical.
Yeah.
But if you imagine if they pull off kind of what they're not talking about, what we talk about amongst ourselves, but what they're not talking about is dimensions.
The portal. Because you're really this is it. This is. I think we need to go from the beginning in this one.
Even with the aspect of them trying to create a black hole. I'm sure you heard about that. They're trying to create a mini black hole because Stephen Hawking, before he died, said to them, "Look, you need to stop, man. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you could do. This could be something great for humanity, but it also could be the destruction of the universe."
Oh yeah, like I keep on hearing black hole is like a really bad thing that sucks like everything. It's like a bad marriage, isn't it? When you look at it in one way. We don't know what they're actually doing. And the whole aspect, which we need to talk about, the Mandela effect, is whether or not there's been some sort of slip in the timeline. Hey, Saggy Paul, how's it going, man? How's it going? Do you know what? Red Dwarf, I'm going to be honest. Now, I've grown up quite a bit since the last time I saw Red Dwarf, which was probably early 2000s. I didn't like it. However, it's been, 25 years since then, and I'm now ready to take another stab at Red Dwarf. People in chat, do you like Red Dwarf? Because I keep on hearing good things about it. It's one thing I didn't like back in the day was IT Crowd. I never thought it was funny, and then I watched this American dude doing a reaction video to it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I'm going to give Red Dwarf a try. I went right off track there. I have no idea what I was talking about. What was I talking about again?
Black holes destroying
black holes. Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad thing. And in terms of like the slip in the timeline to do with the Mandela effect, did the Collider actually do something like that? Rimmer. Who's Rimmer?
Rimmer. You know, the hologram with the big H on his forehead.
Oh, I thought that's what two people do. Sorry, yeah. Anyway,
yeah, leave it.
May I've been PG-13.
Walk away from it. Just say, look, that's for someone else.
I've got a picture of Nelson Mandela right here. He's like that, and I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to put him on screen. 8,000 acre. Oh, mate.
Wasn't he the cat? Dwayne Dibley.
Was it? I don't know any of these characters in this TV show. Hey, I was going to call you 1,000 Acres, man. But anyway, welcome on in. Nice to see you.
Where are you, brother? There you are.
Yeah, welcome on in, man.
But anyways, yes, let's get back on topic.
Okay, I'll give Red Dwarf a go. I keep doing that. I go right off topic sometimes when I 420 hard. So... Oh, would you like to look at the opening ceremony? And then for those who've got a very conscious mind like being hidden, and we can all go, hold on a minute, what's going on here? Yes, we've got to talk about the satanic opening ceremony. And also
but it's two different things. The opening ceremony is for the Gotthard tunnel.
What's that?
I got to point that out. He does say it there. The Gotthard tunnel was something completely different. That was insane, though. That was insane.
Well, this is re-uploaded because, as me and Hidden were talking before the show, this is scrubbed from YouTube. In fact, anything to do with the Olympics and this is pretty much scrubbed from YouTube. So go figure.
I had the Gotthard tunnels. I covered it because it was just insane. There's no way I could have walked away from it, and I covered it. And it's gone. It's gone. I had to take it down. So
YouTube, baby. All right. So this is click play.
Remember, 18 years and old. No, viewer discretion advised. Still PG-13.
It is PG-13, brother. Oh,
Slam. Let the boys be boys.
I didn't watch this video. Hold on.
Yeah, all these people from around the world were there. It was insane. This is the nice bits. See, yeah.
I mean, straight off the bat already, this is weird. It's just weird.
What I'm not liking is he's putting the religious aspect into it, but yeah, it was a ritual, man. It's not the way to put it. It was a ritual.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when it comes to symbolisms, it's right there in your face. You've got the lamb. It gets even deeper than that.
It's just the same. We put the stupid music on it, and he's going on down. But I suppose I see it from one angle. My man's seeing it from another, but we're still seeing the same damn thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sure, she looks great at a party.
Now you got to imagine all these world leaders are sitting there. They're all there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, clearly it's Baphomet. Look at the horns.
Yeah. It was,
and it's in red. Oh my god! You couldn't get any more clearer.
And all the world leaders were there. Big people were there, man. Wait till you see the stuff they had flying around in there.
The thing is, it's got to represent something. To be this dramatic and this kind of really over the top. Really, I know we're dealing with, conspiracy theories here, but there is a really deep hidden meaning behind this.
Oh, indeed.
I mean, it's just like, why would they do this for the Collider? Why would they do this?
Well, this one for the Collider, mate.
Oh no, it was for yeah, sorry, yeah, yeah, that's it.
Over the top, over the top. This is the beginning because you think this is bad. Then watch when the lights go out.
It's like a blessing, isn't it? I won't say a blessing, but they're... what would you call it? Yeah, like a blessing to their ceremony, to whatever god they're representing.
This was the beginning. Oh, I never noticed that, you know. Did you see that bit? And they're saying, could that be Cern's? This is the beginning. They're playing it a bit backwards now. This was how it began, because it began outside and they went in.
It's like a portal. Are these ladies naked? No, they're not.
Nah.
Oh. It's like Stargate, mate.
They're saving that for the party afterwards.
Yeah, Diddy party.
So all this was the beginning. See, what we watched was just towards the end. Because they had like, it looked like babies, or angel babies flying around. It was insane.
That's crazy.
Look at this shit. I'm sorry, excuse me.
PG-13, brother. I'm turning you off on your own channel.
It's all right. It's all right. I gotta practice what I preach, but man, see why I had to cover it?
That's Baphomet.
Unfortunately, I had to scrub it. Guys. Or else I wouldn't be monetized.
Do you think they have to scrub this?
Nah. If I do, if it goes, it goes. And then you'll probably know why. But I think this is so long past.
Yeah. Nearly there, guys. But there's another one. There's another video got clued up, mate, which I think is the one you're talking about.
It's pretty wild stuff, man, though.
Yeah, but you gotta be high to watch it, though.
It's not even just that, man. It's not even just that. You gotta be high to even put this shit on. All this for opening a tunnel.
Who came up with this? Must have known what they were doing.
Yeah. Well, my friend, is that Poindexter? You're gonna be seeing that clip again.
Yeah.
Didn't help adding their music to it. This is just, look at that. What can you call about that?
Honestly, mate, I really have no words because there is so much symbolism behind this. And why? What's the part of the ritual? What is the ritual? What they're representing? Who are they representing? It seems to be Baphomet.
See, what would be good? I mean, like, look at all that, man. That is just insane. I would personally like. I would like to see the full one without the music. But you did a great job, brother.
Okay, no, hold on. I got another one. I got another one clued up.
No, I'm talking to the channel that put.
Oh right, okay, yeah. That's a really, really good one. The thing is, you would see these type of videos on YouTube around about 2008, 9, 10, and then it came to around about 2014, 15, and then the censorship started to happen. I did notice that a massive downside to what obviously what we're seeing now.
Yeah, it happened. See, the thing is, the problem with YouTube, and I'm going to be in its defense. YouTube was okay. YouTube was really okay, right? And they were so relaxed that certain groups and certain organizations were having channels, And then what happened? I'm sure you know about it. I believe it was Pepsi, the Pepsi incident.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it was broke on the New York Times, and it just so then what YouTube did is they went from being so far that way to so far this way. You can't talk about that. You don't mention that. You don't mention this.
Yeah.
Because it hit their ad revenue. It hit everybody's head. Because YouTube's not going to feel the pinch first, are they?
No.
They're gonna make people like me and you feel that pinch. So that's what they did. They just went so far. I mean, it's getting okay. It's not so much, but it's a lot better than how it used to be. I mean,
well,
put it
I'm
this
going to
way,
be.
Nick.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Nick. I had to scrub 15 million views. 15 million views, yeah? I'll say that again. I had to scrub that. That's how much I scrubbed. So I could get monetized.
I mean, like, I put my channel in the Cosmic Twilight in YouTube. I am scrolling, and I can't even find it. I can't even find my channel. Nothing has changed with YouTube. It's actually got worse. In terms of censorship, but back in the day, you would have seen videos like what we just watched. Hidden, bring up this one, brother. I think this is a bit more on the dark side. Don't quote me on this one.
That's the same. That's the same. Gotthard tunnel. They're getting a bit confused. That's the same.
Pagans, they're
like zombies.
Right. Yeah, it's the same. I thought they were naked though.
I know that, see, I can spot this because I covered this. I really did. You know, it's I know you're getting blown away watching this now, but imagine watching it in real time. I mean, this was covered by the news, man. And this is how insane it was, people. It was covered by the news, legitimate news, because as you can see, RT, legitimate news sources were covering this. This was everywhere. This was big. I was like what you're saying, who they worshiping, what's this about? I was like that we are watching a ritual.
Yes.
And it's being televised.
It's something that Aleister Crowley would have loved to see or be a part of, I would imagine. Would you think so, Hidden?
Probably some way he was. Remember, it's his teachings stretch wide and far.
Very true. Yeah, as we talked about on the last show that we did. Yeah. But this is an interesting one, I have to admit. Looking through this, I haven't seen the full scope of it, especially the stuff that was at night. But what I've seen so far, there is definitely a hidden meaning behind this. Crazy, isn't it, man? Just absolutely crazy. I mean, there's so many different speculations now what people could think what this ritual actually was, but through what we were seeing, demons, the portrayal of Baphomet, the 11, I was talking about angels as well. So you had the whole satanic and Christianity. Say again?
You had the whole shebang, and you had the world leaders there.
Yeah. You would have I think in one way sort of building energy, given whatever deity they are praying to or putting the spell to or putting the ceremony to. I think it's given it permission somehow. In my aspect of, I think ceremonies in one way, whether or not it's satanic or something to do with Christianity, you're sort of allowing permission to whatever entities you're trying to communicate. I mean, Aleister Crowley did the same thing, tried to conjure up demons and monsters like we talked about in the last episode. And I think you could contribute that to obviously spell work and ritual and ceremonies. And this is what we're seeing here. I think there's one aspect of that. It's just all speculations, man. It's just probably just my crazy conspiracy brain, but there's a massive hidden meaning towards this.
Well, how do you see? Now, don't question yourself, because what are you looking at?
I know this is it. This is it because there's so many different avenues you could go down. There's like you got Baphomet, you got angels. There's a satanic Christian aspect. You've got what's it called? Hidden the statue they got outside. Shiva. Is it Shiva?
Shiva, yeah.
Shiva, yeah. The god
Cern.
of Cern, yeah. Is it the god of creation and destruction?
Well, yeah. It's basically what Hawkins said. You don't know what you're doing. Shiva is the destroyer, but also the life giver.
Exactly.
I suppose what the Chinese would say, yin and yang.
Yeah, polar, positive and negative. Yeah. So whether or not
That's
this
the cat
actually,
dude.
yeah, Shiba, yeah, Shiba the cat, yeah. In terms of what this actually did, destroyer of worlds. Yes, that's the quotation. Corbrow's cat. Well done.
But it is not also a bad thing, neither.
Yeah. It's obviously creation and destruction, so it's like good and evil, in one aspect.
Did you manage to find the Cern ceremony?
Oh, sorry, brother. Hold on.
Because this is again, although these people have come out with this ceremony and said it's a mock ritual and they were just having a giggle, it looked like a proper ritual.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I disbelieve that they may have faked the sacrifice. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that they still conducted a ritual, and the ritual itself doesn't know it was a mock. If that makes sense. So I think they damn well knew what they were doing right underneath that statue, and they're just playing games. Because that's what we all like to do. It's all about games. And speaking of games,
I think I found something, mate. Hold on.
Hold on, everyone. Everyone, hold on.
Wait.
2, 1.
What's that?
I don't know. So, has anybody watched Tom Hardy's new show called Mobland?
No, I've heard good things. I've heard very good things about that.
Check it out. It's finished. So wherever you watch it, you can watch it all, and you can have a good weekend watching it because it's really good. I couldn't wait, so I watched them every week.
Okay. You're rating it, yeah?
Oh, I'm rating it better than Havoc. Let's go. Someone who wants to talk sense. Cerns would argue that the experiments they do go on throughout the universe. Indeed.
Well. I am surprised by this, Hidden. I can't find it.
Oh, dearie me. If any of the how do you say? I'm sorry, I forgot what I need. If any of the mods could find the link and post the link, and I'll see if I can pick it up. If you guys can find the Cern ceremony.
So yeah, guys, not the one I've
It's got to be somewhere. I'll tell you the best place we might find it. X.
All right, look.
Let's put him to the test because he said he's a free speech platform, and he was allowing Kanye to say all those god awful things about everyone. Everyone.
Okay.
As much as I love you, Kanye, the only place I can think it could be on is X, unless you're going to go down some dark corner of the internet to find it, and I don't recommend that.
All right, let's have a look.
I think the title, it would be something like Cern's mock sacrifice. That's how, or mock ritual. Cern's mock ritual. It's probably the best thing to look for.
Right. I found one video, but it's very grainy. It's people with hoods and everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Hold on. Hold on to your hats.
It looks like it's being filmed through a window.
Yes. I shall bring
That's
it
it.
up now.
I think Nick's
Right.
got it.
I think I've got it. It's
But
um
but if you got a better, if it's better than what people are throwing it out, man. 42 seconds.
thank you, Ether. Hold on. Let's have a look.
Because if hopefully it's one that somebody did some work on.
Oh, I would like to thank Ether, Ether Elephant. Is that how you spell it? Is that how you say it? Elephant? Yeah, elephant. Yeah, thank you, man.
I just can totally say elephant because
that's cool, brother. I do appreciate that
and
because
he's slamming you for your research.
I know it's terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. Right, bring this up. Because the one
elephant man, don't say that. He's saying, man.
What's that?
Go on. Have you got it?
Yeah, it's all man. It's all good. I'm way too 420'd. I'm having a good time, man. Yeah, so this is a really a better footage. The one I was showing on X was pretty crap, but yeah, here we go. It's got some crap music on it. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's insane. Can you play that again, but mute it?
I can indeed, brother.
Is there any chance can you do the speed as well?
What, slower?
Yeah, just slow it down so we can have a take a butcher's. We're gonna get caught. We're gonna get caught, so we might as well have a good look at it, guys. Okay. Where's that from? Is that from YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, so I managed to find it.
Well, if it's being run on YouTube, it does look like he's slamming something in the chest. Let's see if we can see anything squirting.
Should I?
Because you're not gonna see like blood if he slammed it in, unless he left it in. Not that I'm looking.
Nah, this is mocked, you know. I know. Should we trust Cern? Can that thing go away, please? Thank you.
See again.
Oh well, once a guy started shaking his camera like a little girl.
I don't know, man. If you saw something, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Nah,
that's not. Listen, man. That ain't something you see every day.
Nah, it's not going in. I can't see it going in.
I don't know, man. I don't know. At the point of anything,
dude, so I've seen death videos in all different ways. No, that's not going in. Someone being stabbed in the chest like that, the impulse will be your legs and arms will flay straight up. Is that with... No, she got on the floor completely fine, mate. You can clearly see that. She's not drugged at all. Nah.
I think you need to tell us something about you, man.
What, the fact that I've seen plenty of death videos and I know what death looks like straight in the face from obviously internet videos. Mate, I tell you now, this is fake.
Are you sure?
This is fake. Yeah,
You
I can
sure
tell
it's
this is
just-
fake.
You sure it's just internet videos?
Yes, I've seen people being stabbed, beheaded in many different ways, and your body instinct being stabbed with your arms and legs will be in that moment straight right there. Your arms will be flaying. I'm not joking. You ain't going to stay still unless she's drugged, but you can see her literally walk in. That's what it is. Look, it's just what it is, guys. It's I've been down a deep rabbit hole on a website that used to be called Best Gore. Can't find it anymore. But that's what it is. It's just your natural body instinct is to flay when you're getting flipping stabbed. That's what it is. Is a painful thing to happen. Okay. Granted, I've never been stabbed. I'm just keeping talking. I make myself look even worse, isn't it? But I'm going to be on.
We'll let you carry on. Master of snuff movies.
But the thing is, I played a lot of Manhunt when I was a kid. But look, why would they literally sacrifice someone in front of Cern in real life, knowing you've got potentially people watching? If you look at the opening ceremony that we watched before, the tunnel open ceremony, they didn't kill people there. It was all fake. Do you know what I mean?
So, but it still goes back to some sort of rituals being performed there.
Oh yeah, for sure. But this is not real. This is clearly fake.
They didn't kill nobody, but they did a mock ritual.
Yeah, mock ritual.
Mock sacrification, if one wants to believe that.
Absolutely. But nevertheless, it's still creepy. It's still creepy. And like there's a hit, is it? And not fake though.
Not fake.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely a hidden meaning behind this for sure. But what it represents and what it's for is the other thing, you know.
Well, this is kind of like, all right, now our understandings of, let's say, other entities, that they come not from other worlds but other dimensions.
Sure.
Now, what CERN is trying to achieve, or do we know they have not achieved it already, is they're trying to peel back the fabric of our reality, of our very time.
In one way, I think you want to look at it like the fact that our reality, picture it like a loaf of bread. Like a loaf of bread is all sliced up, and each slice represents a reality. Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's like a time slip in between the loaves of bread, which is obviously so we're stuck in one reality. But what's happened is that some conspiracy theories are saying that CERN has literally tampered with something, and it's spliced our reality with another reality. So it might be the same reality as ours, but in a different timeline. It could go, obviously it goes into the simulation theory then, and this is where it gets all like, whoa, different types of avenues you're going down here.
Well, isn't this what is it physics talk about? Is it this the string theory? There it is.
Yeah, or M theory. I don't know.
So if this is the string theory, then could the time slip could have been a possible thing? Again, this movie that never exists, but everybody around my age can remember this damn movie.
But
and I like to say I'm one of these people that don't. When it comes to something like that, it's like it's poppycock. But then when you saw too many people, I mean, there was a subreddit dedicated to this movie. And there was so many people chiming in saying, look, I can even remember the posters. And I can remember the posters. So I don't...
affects everyone, brother. It affects everyone. I think now we've gone through Cern.
But then you look at Barristons and Berenstain. There's many things that people are pointing out and remembering things differently.
Right. Okay. This is it. It's like what they're saying is that some people has basically gone through this time slip, this time jump, and some people haven't. Okay. So I think now we've explained Cern. Yes, it's there to create the God particle.
So it's a bit like Thanos when he clicked his fingers and half of the world kind of, and then the other half, and then they come back.
Something like that.
It's kind of bizarre to think that.
In terms of slipping into different realities, I don't think that's too far fetched. To be honest with you,
I wouldn't understand how if our existence or our understanding of time and space was to change in some way, wouldn't it all affect us smoothly? Why do some? I think I know an age difference, because when we mentioned that movie Shazam, you'd be too young.
Yeah, well, if it came out early 90s, for instance, if it was 1992, I was probably 2 years old at that time.
See what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I don't remember it. I can't remember it at all. But what I want to do, mate, just pull up this video, because this is a bit like out there in terms of what this Cern particle accelerator can actually do from this chap. Now, could anybody remember a very bright kid who basically said that we all died in 2012 and Cern has done something? I don't know. It's talked about it in this video, but let's just...
An Organization for Nuclear Research, or CERN, as it's better known, have discovered a way to open up an interdimensional portal. CERN's scientific discoveries are yet again turning everything we thought we knew about the universe on its head, changing the fields of physics and astronomy as we know it.
We just had collisions at an unprecedented energy, 13.6 tera electron volt, and this opens a new era of exploration at CERN.
This time, the discovery has been made by a team of physicists and technologists working on the Large Hadron Collider, the world's most powerful particle accelerator. In today's video, we'll...
Oh, God, why they got to put bloody music behind everything? You know what I mean? It's really
We're taking a deep dive into the secretive intergovernmental organization and how they, in theory, were able to open up a portal into another dimension.
One of the biggest scientific experiments ever conducted, bringing together over 10,000 scientists from 85 different countries, the LHC measures over 27 kilometers in circumference and stretches beneath the Swiss-French border. Weighing over 7,000 tons, the LHC is so powerful that scientists were able to create the conditions that occurred 1 billionth of a second after the universe began.
The goal of the Large Hadron Collider with heavy ions, and namely the ALICE experiment in particular, is to recreate conditions that existed some 10 microseconds after the Big Bang, when all of the matter in the universe was in the form of very hot soup of quarks and gluons.
They've been conducting experiments with the LHC since 2008, where they recreated the Big Bang. However, in July 2022, they attempted their biggest experiment to date. Officially, the experiment was supposed to learn more about Higgs boson and how particles interact with each other. But rumours have abounded that they were attempting to open a portal to an alternate universe.
Hell yeah.
So now we are ready to inject the LHC in beam 1 and beam 2, 3 bunches, 3 nominal bunches, up to 10 to the 11 protons per bunch.
Power group
These bunches will be set up for injection and getting ready for ramp.
On the fateful day of the experiment, CERN's control room was flooded with reports from scientists all around the world that something had gone wrong. It said that when the experiment was over, a strange energy had been released that couldn't be explained. Now, this energy has come to be known as the portal incident. For over 14 hours during the experiment, the Earth's crucial geomagnetic field that protects us from the sun's radiation was weakened. Solar wind was able to pass through a massive gap
electromagnetic
that had
energy.
been torn open by Cern's experiment, causing a massive fluctuation in the global electrical grid. The worldwide LHC computing grid was impacted, which provides data storage for over 500,000 CPUs in 200 computer centers globally.
The Earth's geomagnetic field is crucial to supporting life on Earth, as it protects us from solar radiation, cosmic radiation, and other space-borne threats. And while the incident was short-lived and the world's electrical grid returned to normal within a few hours, no one can be sure as to what happened during that time.
It's no coincidence that an event like this has never been recorded in the entirety of human history until Cern's experiment.
When you're talking about the Large Hadron Collider and physics experiments at this level, the key word is energy. What they're trying to do there is mimic, approach the energies that happened at the beginning of the Big Bang. When all the energy that was released, some of it stayed energy, a lot of it turned into matter. And so if you want to understand the nature of that matter, you need to pull it apart and have a good look at it. And you do that by banging particles into each other that smash into their constituent particles, elements, even, smaller and smaller and smaller subatomic elements. And you need huge energies to do that.
Current theories that are emerging are numerous. Some of them are pretty ridiculous, but many of them actually have scientific weight behind them. Quantum physicist Max Laughlin, a 17-year-old genius known as the smartest kid in the world right now, believes that CERN destroyed the universe when they conducted their experiment. He believes the force exerted during CERN's experiments shifted particles between dimensions, creating what he calls an infinite loop that plucked us out of our current timeline and placed us onto an alternate timeline. His justification for this is the finding of 3 new subatomic particles found in the debris that had not been discovered by any other experiment before.
Other scientists believe that CERN may have accidentally opened a portal to an alternate universe, allowing beings or substances from another dimension to pass through into ours. Demons are one explanation, with some saying that CERN opened a portal to hell with the Large Hadron Collider.
Is it just a coincidence then we started seeing spirals in the sky, blamed on faulty rocket things? Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think there's something going on here. Do you understand that everything we've talked about so far is all to do with slamming particles together, but you don't hear this stuff, and this makes you go, hold on a minute. This is actually the potential of opening up portals is on the cards, is on the flipping table here. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, when I was into conspiracies, and I still am, but when I mean by in conspiracies, when I was looking into this stuff, this was a main one. That's why when I said about peeling the fabric of time and space and dimensions, I know it sounded weird, and that's why I stopped saying it, because I could hear what I was saying. And I thought, you know what, you just sound too stoned, stop it. But this honestly was what I believe. I believe this. It's not just, but it's not just, see, people going down this rabbit hole of, well, they open up a dimension to hell. They may have. They may. I don't believe that. I believe they've opened up. If they've done it, they've done it to many dimensions. It all depends on how they will implement it. Because something like warp travel to other solar systems, it's you need it. Could you imagine going to you're defying even the speed of light? And this is how you can do it through these kind of applications, unless they are opening hell on earth. But I can't understand hell on earth, because we're not the whole thing in the universe. It makes no sense. We're just, on the grand scales of things, we're just a little dot.
The hell on earth, hell thing. I'm sorry. It's your belief system if you want to believe that, but that's just been barred into the human psyche for the past 5,000 years because of Christianity. Who knows? Has anybody seen hell? Where's the real accounts for it? Where's heaven? You know, I think in terms of internet realities, I think it's all out there. It's just we just haven't seen it. Try taking a bunch of mushrooms, then come back to me.
If you want to see hell, go down Birmingham City Centre. You'll see hell. Trust me. And you better have some. I'll tell you what, the beggars in Birmingham, it ain't about change now. They got cards. They got card readers.
Get out of here. Really?
It's sophisticated beggars now, man. They got
that's good.
So you want to see hell? You want to see hell? Go down to Birmingham. Check it out, man. Check it out.
Look, you know, it's.
But no, where you paused it there, it's still religious. You get what I mean? I
understand. There's a religious aspect. Yeah.
We've always talked about even Aleister Crowley. We'll go back to him when he was having communications with Lamb.
Yeah.
He never called him a demon. He called him an interdimensional being.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
This whole dimension stuff ain't something that.
Sorry, Moody's comment. Sorry.
Who's comment?
Moody's comment, so I just made me chuckle because I kind of feel the same thing when I'm in Asda. It's the case. My local Tesco sometimes feels like a portal to hell. Look, I'm not surprised if they did do. Yes, basically the whole ceremony, the whole aspect. Oh yeah, because they're talking about it.
What are they? I think they know something.
Sure.
That's all I'm sorry, I need to mute myself.
We're good. It's strange being quiet, isn't it?
Okay.
And he's back. It's strange, like when it's quiet, like it's all silence, you know. But yeah, in terms of what is the ceremony for, what it represents, what's the ritual representing in terms of a deity, an entity, opening up a portal or giving something permission to come through. There's one thing I want to touch on. I'll probably touch on like next show we can do, and it's just the spiral effect we've been seeing in the sky. I've been finding that fascinating because it seems to be more of a reoccurrence of a thing. I know it's not flipping, you know, what they call it, a rocket malfunctioning and it's turning around. And I've got many videos of that and it looks nothing like the spiral effect, which I managed to hold on. Oh god, that was a quality burp. Shame you didn't hear it. But yeah, these spiral effects is so strange. And we saw one over our place not long ago. I think everyone saw it around the world. I think something's going on here, guys. But can we talk about Mandela effect? Or do you want to carry on with this video a little bit? Or what do you want to do? Because we're an hour and a half in, mate.
Are we?
Yeah, the time's up.
I like this video. I was liking it, though.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's just carry on.
It's pretty informative.
Yeah. It's got some really good stuff on here. Hold on. Let's
How long is it?
16 minutes.
Hold on now. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. What you guys saying? Should we roll up for this one? We'll just put it on because I think it's pretty cool. And Nick, if you want to stop it at any point and we'll have a quick chat.
Yeah, sure.
Let's just play from there because it was getting into the portals. I personally, but there we go. Because you are right. They're doing these rituals, but you got to remember they're doing these all over the world, man. Like people were saying, like look at the Olympics.
Yes. Yeah, the same thing.
These rituals are being broadcast all over the world, man. So, I mean, you and you know, way back when they were talking about Cern's wanted to look beneath the fabric of time and space.
Yeah.
So,
okay, let's click play.
drawn similarities with the Book of Revelations 9:2, which speaks of a bottomless pit that angels who have sinned are cast into. Theorists believe that the mysterious energy released during the experiment is from this bottomless pit. Many have begun to associate the Large Hadron Collider's 7.2 kilometer circular structure with the ring of the pit. This ties closely with theories from within CERN attempting to open portals for demons to enter our world via the collider.
And this phase of prepare ramp, will be setting up all the systems in the LHC, from the radio frequency cavities to the magnets, the collimators. All these systems will be getting ready, synchronized, to start a ramp period together in 1,200 seconds. This ramp period of 20 minutes will be increasing the energy of the beam gradually up to a record energy that have never been achieved before in any particle accelerator, up to 6.8 tera electron volts.
Many fear that the July 7th incident was them succeeding, and that the bottomless pit will open to punish the sins of those who have toyed with powers beyond their understanding. We know that CERN's experiment disrupted the Earth's magnetic field and found more new particles that can be used to transfer matter and potentially open up new interdimensional portals. Whether they were successful in their attempt or not is still unknown.
Who knows?
We may never know what happened on that day, and indeed whether CERN did succeed in opening a portal to another world. The organization has remained incredibly tight-lipped on what actually happened and what experiments they're performing, further fueling the theories that they have indeed opened a portal to another world.
The Higgs boson, of course, was kind of a holy grail to find, because we knew it was there, and finally we managed to find it. And now there is a lot of work going on to study it. It's a little bit like you discover a new cave in a mountain, then you take a lot of time in order to explore the cave and to understand how this cave goes, if there are paintings, if there are no paintings.
CERN is a highly secretive international agency that has repeatedly made waves in the news for its mind-boggling experiments and discoveries. It's an intergovernmental organization funded by 23 member states with the goal of researching particle physics and advancing scientific knowledge.
A new chapter, Run 3 of the Large Hadron Collider, will give us collisions at higher energy than before, and also an amount of data equivalent to the total amount of data recorded in the previous two runs. And this, of course, will increase our opportunities for discovery or for understanding the fundamental laws of the universe.
In its simplest form, CERN's main purpose is to explore the fundamentals of the universe in order to gain a deeper understanding of how it works and to unlock new capabilities like time travel. Since its inception in 1954, CERN has been pushing the boundaries of science and technology by constructing sophisticated equipment to test their theories, including the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC, a 17-mile-long particle accelerator. Oof. Now, on the surface, CERN looks like a prestigious government agency that seeks to better the world. But what if it had a secret agenda that had been hidden from the public's view?
For years, CERN has been a name synonymous with the occult. In 2016, they made headlines after footage was uncovered of scientists performing a human sacrifice at the Large Hadron Collider grounds. The video shows multiple haunting figures dressed in black robes walking ritualistically before a woman is attacked. Later explained as a faked human sacrifice, which the organization claimed was a prank, they didn't condone it as it undermined the scientific nature of our work. Now, although CERN claims this incident to be a hoax, many Redditors and internet theorists believe that this is proof of a secret agenda. Combined with their hailing of Lord Shiva, many people think that they're attempting to open a portal into another dimension by tapping into dark forces. Lord Shiva is known to represent the destroyer of worlds, and the organization loves him so much that they have a life-size statue of him at their headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, which is also where the supposedly fake human sacrifice occurred. Whether this is true or not, well, it remains to be seen, but certainly makes for an interesting thought experiment as we explore the depths of what CERN is truly capable of. By now, we've discussed in detail the theories behind their July 7th experiment and the potential outcomes of it. But let's take a step back and look at the science behind the Large Hadron Collider. The LHC is essentially a particle accelerator that accelerates protons to near light speed. These protons then collide with each other, creating subatomic particles, allowing them to study their properties. These collisions create an immense amount of energy, approximately 600 million times hotter than the center of the Sun.
It's also worth noting that the LHC is not only a particle accelerator, it's also a time machine due to its ability to recreate conditions from fractions of a second after the Big Bang.
This means scientists can have an insight into what happened during the first moments of our universe and could potentially lead to a better understanding of dark matter, antimatter, and other cosmic mysteries.
It could have opened a portal by causing particles to accelerate to such speeds that when they collide, a massive force of energy is exerted, creating ripples in time and potentially allowing matter to travel between realities.
Regardless of the theories, we must remember that CERN's experiments are done
And what
for
are we?
scientific advancement and
We're
knowledge,
matter.
not to open portals to other dimensions. The organization is highly regulated, with safety protocols put in place to ensure no experiment can cause any harm.
However, as humans have been known to do, we can't help but speculate and theorize. Until definite proof is revealed, all we can do is wait and see what CERN discovers next. CERN's experiments are highly contentious, with many applauding them for pushing the boundaries of science, while others, well, they're worried that they may be tempting fate or even unleashing forces beyond our control.
They've employed some of modern-day science's biggest names and brightest minds to work on projects like the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC. One such scientist is a rock star physicist, Brian Cox, who notably did a TEDx talk in 2008 on CERN's work on the LHC.
I cannot stand this pompous prick. I'm sorry. I think he's the most stubborn twat I've ever met. Honestly, he's... Look at his stupid face.
Right, that's
what everything's made of and how they stick together.
Elaborating that through the LHC, we'll be able to unlock secrets of the universe, like antimatter, dark matter, and more. The sheer size of the accelerator means that we can even see how the Big Bang came to be. But it's not just the scale of the Large Hadron Collider that has experts worried, but also its implications. As Cox explains in his talk, by recreating conditions of the Big Bang and looking for microscopic particles like Higgs boson, CERN is essentially proving Einstein's theory that matter and energy are interchangeable.
This guy makes good points, but back to Brian Cox. Yeah, I think he's such a stubborn. He's no, don't go there. It's fine.
You know one thing I noticed is when they're shooting the particles down there.
Yeah.
Down the tube. It reminded me of the challenge of what's his name? Odysseus.
Who's that?
Odysseus. He was from is it the Odyssey? Yeah, Homer's Odyssey. But one of his challenges was to shoot an arrow through these axe handles, but straight. But it was low to them, and it looked like that.
Huh. Well, like a donut-shaped thing with particles going through it.
It's one of those stories. Thank you. You know the story. Sorry, it's one of those stories. Once you start saying something, halfway through you're thinking, "Why did I even bother bringing this up?" Sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about. No idea, mate. No idea.
It's from the Homer's Odyssey.
Okay.
Odysseus is a really cool. He's a really cool character. Really cool story. But anyways, let's go.
This could lead to great scientific discoveries. It also means that CERN has the potential to create miniature black holes wherever they like, which could have disastrous consequences if left unchecked.
The terrifying experiments that they've conducted have been highly controversial, and it's not hard to understand why. From constructing a human-sized magnetic cage in 2014 to attempting to teleport data from one location to another, CERN is forever pushing the boundaries of modern science and technology. But some worry that the results are too dangerous to be experimented with.
As long as CERN continues to conduct mysterious experiments, the questions surrounding the secretive organisation will not go away. Will they discover something amazing, or have they already gone too far?
Only time will tell if CERN's controversial experiments will lead to an age of magic and wonder, or one of terror and destruction. We are all aware that they are playing with fire, and one wrong move, like what happened on July the 7th, 2022, can cause devastating consequences for us and for our planet.
Can you
for now, all we can do is...
Yeah, sure.
All right. Just Moody's put up his comment, yeah, and that was actually a challenge by his wife. It's a really cool story.
Okay, interesting.
I do remember. It's just that I'm high and I have difficulty expressing this story because I couldn't even say his name right. But it's a really cool story, man. Is that you breathing?
Can you hear me breathe? Guys, can you hear me breathe? I'm like that, right? Sorry, I was looking at the comment there. What's 12 axe heads?
Yeah, they put him like that, and he had to fire. First, he had to load. First, he had to. The challenge was who could load the bow, because he had to string the bow. Yeah, and then you had to fire it through the axe handles. So, it basically whoever could do this would be the king. Because only Odysseus could do this.
Right, okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense.
You'd have to understand the story of the Odyssey. It's a really cool story.
Okay, man. Okay. I'll Google it.
It's got everything. It's got monsters in it. It's got everything, man.
Sorry, guys. If you can hear me breathe, I'm going to take a step back. I haven't got the echo thing on. Shall I turn it on? Hold on. I got echo cancellation on. Does that sound any better? What about that?
That sounds all right. Yeah.
That sound right? Okay.
No, put the other thing back on. That's all right. Just the other thing sounded better. You did sound like Darth Vader, though.
Sorry, man. I do apologize if I sound like
your friends here. That'll cheer you up. Meep Beep's here.
Beep, beep.
Hello,
Oh, God, beep beep. Hi, beep beep. How's it going? Oh, dear. But yeah.
But anyway, sorry about that. I just wanted to say I do know the story. It's just because I'm high. That's why I wanted to throw it in. But it's really cool. It's really cool. It's called Homer the Odyssey.
Homer the Odyssey. Okay. So let's just finish off this video.
Continue to closely monitor CERN and their experiments and hope that they use their technology and their knowledge responsibly.
The mystery of what happened on July the 7th and the Large Hadron Collider's potential to open portals remain unanswered, leaving us uncertain. But until then, let us not forget our collective goal as a species, to push boundaries for scientific advancement and better understanding of our universe, while balancing it with human safety and morality. Only then can we truly progress as one humanity.
That concludes our journey into the mysterious events of July the 7th, 2022, and the science behind the LHC. Thank you so much for joining us here once again on Factnominal. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more content just like this, remember to hit that subscribe button down below, like the video, and share. See you next time.
Cheers, Baldy. Yeah, that's a fantastic video, wasn't it? We explained a lot of things.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, it was good.
And it basically covered what we were talking about, like the black hole.
Yeah.
And think about what they have always summarized in science with black holes. Well, they've said it's one of few things, and one of the few things they said is it's actually a portal to another part of the universe,
part of reality, another dimension, so to speak. Yeah,
so to speak.
So, do you want to get into the Mandela effect? Because now we've explained CERN and what it could potentially do, and whether or not there's been some sort of glitch or time slip. And obviously the Mandela effect is based upon this guy Mandela. So let's just go through some conspiracies behind the Mandela effect. Let's bring up my notes. Okie dokie. So common examples of Mandela effect. The Berenstein Bears book. Okay, so this is what we have here. This is the most famous example of the Mandela effect, which is the alleged misspelling of the word Berenstein. So, yeah, Berenstein, Bears, which is a much lived series of books that originated in America in the 1960s. And a lot of the people believe that Berenstein, which is spelled Bearstin. No, balls that up. I'm not going to say anything related to that. And so, yeah, there's a misspelling towards it. So here is the new version, but the other one was supposed to is actually Bearstein. All right. So yeah, that is right. Yeah. So people remember it as Bearstein, not Burdenstein. Does it make sense, Hidden?
Yeah, no, I know this one.
Okay, you know that one. Okay, cool.
I never seen this book though, so
yeah, I don't know. It's more of an American thing, to be honest with you. So, secondly, it's this. Now, I had the option to put Rachel Zegler on here, but I thought, John, I don't want to give her the common courtesy because I can't stand these celebrities. So let's go back to the original. I'm so glad that Snow White bombed at the theatre, because if you've been paying attention to anything that Rachel Zegler been saying is why I cannot stand celebrities in 2025. You know what I mean? But yeah, Snow White, the original one, which still holds up to this day, as it was created in 1930s, I think. So in Disney's Snow White, and many people remember the evil queen, which I don't have a picture on here, and her line said "Mirror, mirror on the wall." But in fact, she says, "Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?" Hidden. Exactly. So yeah, people. I think that's maybe pop culture and just what people were saying. But yeah, apparently people were saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of the wall?" It's actually magic mirror on the wall. So yeah, there we go. So that is Snow White. Next up, we have Forrest Gump. So Forrest Gump. I've never seen the movie.
Good movie.
I never seen it.
It's funny. My name is Bubba. I know everything to know about shrimping.
Brilliant. So in Forrest Gump, many people believe the quote given by the main character. The quote says, "My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates." However, that's what the real quote, apparently from the movie, but allegedly was changed, and the Mandela effect was, "My mama always said that life was like a box of chocolates, not like a box of chocolates." All right. So this is where people go, "No, but there's the part of the Mandela effect here."
Indeed.
Here we have Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, which has to be my second favorite Star Wars movie. And the first one is A New Hope. Second one is Empire Strikes Back. And the third one, believe it or not, is Revenge of the Sith. The third one. Yes, I'm a prequel guy. So, and then Disney came along and destroyed Star Wars for what it's worth. But yeah, here we have the original trilogy, which is The Empire Strikes Back. And the original line given, obviously, where Darth Vader fought. If you haven't watched Star Wars by now, what the hell have you been doing with your life? Because I'm going to spoil something. So Luke Skywalker here, the main character, Darth Vader is his father. And then the line in that, after he cuts Luke's hands off, was... Luke, I am your father. But the actual line from it is actually, no, I am your father. Okay, so again, a misquotation of what people were saying. Like for instance, like feather snakes meet beep, you know, stuff like that. So next up, we have another gay robot, C3PO, right here. So C3PO, which is another character from Star Wars, lower right leg was seemingly changed to silver from previous, or obviously because we thought it was all gold. And apparently he now has a silver leg. Anybody remember that at all? I can't remember.
I can't remember him having a silver leg.
Well, apparently he had a silver leg, apparently.
Yeah, sure he did.
Yeah, so we get those gay robots out there. Laughing Cow.
What they changed about this?
Basically, she used to have a nose ring.
Yeah.
See, hidden? You're part of the Mandela effect, baby. This is what happens when you smoke weed in 420.
Couldn't that have been marketing?
No.
But yet there would be yet like Pink Stick or something would have something on it.
I remember seeing a nose ring. Anybody know the Laughing Cow with the nose ring? I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it had a nose ring. Now you're making me question my reality.
Yeah, see, you got to blame something, not yourself. You got to blame the Mandela effect.
I'm blaming the ganja.
It's just like empty brain cells, mate. So I swear to God, Pamela Anderson's boobs were a lot bigger than this. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I think what's really important to realize here is that the fact that the Mandela effect goes through so many different avenues, like Pamela Anderson's photographs I'm showing you right here. So it got to really sort of analyze what is most likely pop culture. What is Pamela Anderson's boobs? Is it real, fake, and gay? Yes, I'm going through a load of photographs right here that I did not save on purpose, but I'm just trying to get the point across that the Mandela effect is a crazy one.
Well, those two clearly ain't her, but she had work done.
No, do you know what? I've seen videos of Pamela Anderson.
And I agree. No one can remember her having a nose ring.
Nose ring? I didn't pay attention to that, mate. I don't think no one did. Nose ring. Come on.
We did. Us gentlemen did.
No one who watched Baywatch is a gentleman. Okay, they most likely got their cock out. PG-13.
I never watched Baywatch.
You never watched Baywatch?
Yeah.
Oh my God, really? Mate, I was a kid and I watched Baywatch.
There you go. I never watched Baywatch.
Could anybody remember on Channel 4 something called Eurotrash?
Yeah, I remember Eurotrash.
Do you remember that?
That was funny, man. There's some very strange people on there.
Could you remember the lady with the massive boobs? I think she was called like Lulu. I think she was like this French lady.
Was she the co-host?
No, I can't remember. It used to be a French guy.
I know the French guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anton something, wasn't he?
Yeah, Anton something. Yeah. I'm going to try and Google that. Eurotrash. Yeah, that was a naughty show.
It was funny.
It was funny though. Yeah.
They had some weird people on there, man. Some things I never even heard of.
Yeah.
Never even thought would be possible. I remember they had this one guy on there, and he did paintings, and he would use his own poop. And what he would do to get a certain color or texture, it would depend on his diet. It was insane.
Really? Went that far? I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I missed that episode.
Man, I remember that show well, man. It was funny. It was funny. You're like...
Could you remember a show called Strutter by any chance?
No,
that was on MTV. Go back years ago.
I had just regular TV.
Fair enough. So I tell you what, I'm going to bring up a website right here because it's got loads more Mandela effects, which ones I wasn't too familiar with.
Yeah, let's check them out.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
remember one is the peanut guy, and they the planters.
The planners? No, I can't remember that. Hold on. Where is it to? It might come up on this because there's like a list of like 50 Mandela effects on here.
It was a shame. It was a shame. Did you hear about the peanut walking through Central Park? Did you hear what happened to him?
No.
He got assaulted.
Should have saw that coming.
I'm not going to do it.
Right.
14 Mandela effects that will leave you questioning everything. He's being told off now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You got bollocking.
As I always do, mate. Right, so this is 40 Mandela effects. Obviously, Nelson Mandela.
What's that one? Mickey Mouse's suspenders. Nah, he never had none.
I never heard of that one.
What?
This one there.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz.
Mm.
When the Wicked Witch sends her flying monkeys after Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, many remember her shouting, "Fly, my pretties, fly," and cackling. But in the movie, she actually shouts, "Fly, fly, fly."
Oh, I don't know, mate. I've never seen the movie, to be honest.
Oh.
Tony's nose? Can't remember that one.
I thought it was black as well. They're saying it was blue.
That one, I have no idea.
All right. I'll try and read it if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oops, I did it again, headset. Another Mandela effect has to do with Britney Spears' famous music video. Many can distinctly remember Britney wearing a microphone headset in her video. Her doll was even sold with one. However, after rewatching it, it's clear she never wore it in the video. So how do we all have a clear image of this? It's likely because Britney is famous for performing live with a microphone headset, and the two are merging in our heads. It makes zero sense. What has been changed there?
Oh, tunes.
Hold on. That's right, you know. I don't know. Go on.
Yeah, it's the Bursting Bears. That's the name of it there. So it's basically with an E and not an A. So it's basically one word that's changed on it.
Move on with Curious George. Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Febreze. What's the Febreze one? You might use the stuff every day, but to be honest, like I don't know. I can't remember. I thought it was Febreze, didn't you?
Yeah. It was with two E's, wasn't it? I think I remember. Why is it only affecting bloody light logos and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Maybe it's Sigh Up.
Yeah, this is the classic one, the monocle thing.
I'm not too sure about that one.
No.
Pikachu's tail. I wasn't sure about that one. You guys remember Pikachu's tail?
Oh man, I can't remember.
I can't myself. See,
No
I do.
idea.
I do remember that one. That one I do. I remember it having the hyphen.
Yeah.
See, I remember Fruit of the Looms like that, and I could have sworn as a kid.
Okay.
That was like the Western. You get it, and I remember having the loom.
What was it? Fruit in a loom. Fruit of the loom.
Huh?
What was it? Fruit of the loom. What was it?
I always associate looms with Thanksgiving.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Fruit of the Loom's a logo again. It's a brand.
What? Oh right. Oh, it's a brand. Okay, it makes sense. Well, that solves my 90s curiosity.
Yeah, it was a brand for, like, undergarments. So like I had briefs that were Fruit of the Loom.
Right.
It was a very big brand in America. So I remember the loom.
All right. Mona Lisa, no idea. Absolutely no idea.
No idea.
C-3PO's leg here, that's just the silver one we're talking about.
Yeah, see, I don't remember it being silver. That's a weird one. What's the Flintstones?
Flintstones.
Oh, they put an S there.
Oh, no, they put an extra T. Flintstone.
Oh, yeah.
Flintstone. Darth Vader, yep, obviously your father.
Yeah. Cern. A lot of Disney stuff they're trying to scrub in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jaws one, we're gonna need a bigger boat. You're gonna need a bigger boat, is what is said by Roy Schneider's character in Jaws. He's gone. I can't read the rest. He took off, man. He took off.
Right.
In Jaws, one of the best movie lines ever. Okay. Never mind. We got that one.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I
don't know. Do you remember somebody telling you? Okay, that's good. I don't know. This is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Mirror. Freddie Mercury. Great. I liked him. He was a good singer, man.
Yeah.
He was sick when he did that Wembley Stadium one.
Was it?
No, that was for Live Aid, when he did the Live Aid performance. Yeah, he was ill then, man.
Beam me up, Scotty.
What they're saying. Another memorable line that was surely uttered by William Shatner in his portrayal of Captain Kirk in the Star Trek, right? Wrong. Shatner never said those exact words, but the closest he got was, Scotty, beam us up in Star Trek: The Last Voyage Home.
Right. Okay. Toto.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Yeah. What they're saying, that line didn't exactly exist. Your favorite line from The Wizard of Oz actually doesn't exist. While collective memories may recall the first verse of the line, what Dorothy actually said is, Toto, I got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
There we go. Tom Cruise sunglasses, don't know. No idea.
No idea.
No, I don't.
I have seen that. Well, what's this? I went to see Mission Impossible yesterday.
All right, yeah. Any good?
It's more story based. It is good, but it's a good story. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think he's that one.
Go on,
Yeah,
you gonna read it, or you want me to go for it?
No, he always said good morning, I think. Yeah, I believe he always said that.
He put sunglasses on. Oh, is that? I thought he was dancing with the sunglasses. Never mind.
Probably
It's
not.
been. I thought he did though. It's been a long time, but never mind. Lucy, you have some explaining to do.
No, I don't. Way too old for me. Casablanca, way too old for me.
I remember them. The Tank Man.
Tank Man.
In perhaps the most memorable moment during the 1989 Tiananmen Square protest, recalled recollect of the events vary. Some say that an unidentified man known as Tank Man was run over and killed, but other sources show him unharmed, getting up and walking away. I never seen him run over and get killed. I've always seen him get up and get walking. Neil Armstrong's death. Oddly enough, people have no recollection of the astronaut, bloody hell, the astronaut's death. Many fans apparently forgot or didn't notice the news of him passing in 2012. Do you know? Did you ever hear of him dying?
No, I didn't. I can't remember, to be honest. August 2012.
You guys remember him dying?
I can't remember, to be honest. I can't remember what happened.
That's kind of strange. Because I agree, somebody of his stature. Because I bet you, when Buzz Aldrin goes, we'll all remember that. But not the first man who allegedly walked on the moon. And I hope that satisfies both sides of the coin by me putting that. That's weird, isn't it? Do we want to read? You go for Mother Teresa. We'll take it in turn.
Yeah, Mother Teresa canonization. People who have strong opinions about when Mother Teresa was canonized as a saint. The real event happened in 2016, but many remember her entering sainthood in the late 90s. Sorry, in the 1990s. When she was still alive. No idea about that one, to be honest. I don't know what canonization is, to be honest.
Oh, that's when they become a saint.
Right, okay. Leonardo DiCaprio's first Oscar through Leo finally took home his first Oscar in 2017. Countless argue he scored one much earlier. Easy to get one confused through because he was previously nominated for 5 other times. Yeah, most likely. Yeah, the Challenger explosion.
He won it for what movie? You're not a big fan of him.
Yeah, it was his. I can't remember what it's called.
Revenant.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It actually is a good movie, you know.
Oh, fair enough.
Good story, man.
So the Challenger explosion through the tragic events took place in January 2000. It took place in January 28th, 1986. There are a number of people who thought it happened in 1984 or 1985. What is that?
You know what? I'm with that.
Yeah?
I'm with that. 85. When did it actually happen?
86.
Oh, okay. See, now that throws out because it's early.
Yeah, Yeah, January the 28th, 1986. But people think it happened in 1984, 1985. And yeah, so that's it, Hidden. That is pretty much it. So in terms of, do you think it's just a glitch in the matrix? Do you think, is it just forgetfulness? Pop culture is just forgot and lost its ways, and people memories have faded over time. I don't know.
Something in the water.
Yeah, something in the water. But yeah, it all started off from this guy right here, Nelson Mandela. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Whether or not it's actually real, I'm 50-50 on this one, to be honest.
See, I don't know, because there's too many things. There's too many things like what they're showing you that you're saying, look, it didn't exist. Too many, like, I remember the Wizard of Oz. Fly, my pretties, fly. And then she laughed. I remember that.
Yeah.
And how come other people are saying, look, I remember that?
Yeah, I don't know, mate.
You know,
I don't know.
one could say like, well, look, it's like, you're right. You one could say like it's planting a seed.
I suppose so.
I'm old enough to remember them things.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I think it's 50-50 in terms of what we're witnessing here. I mean, when I say to people about like the laughing cow, for instance, people say, "Oh no, I don't remember the cow having a nose ring," and people say, "Oh yes, I did remember." So it really is a 50-50 on this opinion here. To be honest with you, the problem is when you go down the avenue of like TikTok and Twitter, you start to notice that trends work quite well these days. It just takes like one strange event and it goes absolutely haywire. And I think possibly the Mandela effect has got a lot of traction and got a lot of trends, and people regurgitate what they heard on the internet. Do you know what I mean, mate? Do you know what I mean? And I think you got to take that in consideration as well. Not saying there's a psyop, or I probably just think it's people's just forgetful. Like I said, memories have faded over time. I mean, a lot of this the Mandela effect stuff, goes straight into the past. That's over like 40, 50 years old.
But see, the most insane, it's the movie. That's the most insane thing. I wish you were like my age. Then you may have had some knowledge of this movie being a thing. But that's the weird one, because let's say my conversation with Paul is somebody that he didn't know about this being part of the Mandela effect. And I was talking, and I said to him about this movie. As soon as I said it, he knew the movie straight away. He knew it. And I'm telling you, I didn't prompt him or anything. I purposely didn't go prompt him. And he told me he distinctly remembers seeing a poster and was describing Sinbad dressed as a genie.
Interesting.
Not me telling him. I did not tell him this. I just stood there laughing. So that's what I do. I laugh a lot. If I was a Simpsons character, I'd be Dr. Green Thumbs Hibbert.
Oh, Hidden. I just found something interesting. Bring this up. This is original reaction from in the cinema in the 1980s. Listen.
No, Luke. I am your father.
No. When it says, so the one we listen to, it's "No, I am your father," but this one says this.
I am your father.
we go. So whether or not that's actually real, do you think it's edited?
I don't know.
So there we go. Is it a glitch in the Matrix?
Oh, look. What's that one? The second down?
What's that? Hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's, yeah, it's two stoners. Yeah, mate.
So how could Cern possibly tie in to this? The Mandela effect with the time slip.
Well, if we go by the bread theory that each slice of the bread is a different reality, in one way, like the young kid was saying, the particles sort of went out, and it's whether or not it's binded with another reality. Look, mate, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just. Do you think it's too much of a coincidence? Maybe people just really just jumped onto the conclusion.
See, all the other things, right? I could, like the logos that we were looking at. You could write them up as they may have gone through a rebrand.
Sure.
But to that extent, the other way you could go is like what I said, wouldn't the old stuff, because they got stuff from the 50s saved on the internet. Again, I call that a site that deals with pictures. Pritstick. Am I saying it right?
Don't know. That's glue stick, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it's pretty close to what the website is. You guys would know it anyways, but they deal with a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. I don't know. There's too many people remembering too many different things that don't exist. And then to take it back to Mandela, when you're saying the people, when we're looking at this, and the evidence is that the people that were close to Mandela, I mean, his inner circle, are saying, look, he died in prison. I clearly remember him dying in prison. One was I was in his cell.
Really? Could you remember that?
A few others. That's how I can remember the story going. And I'm like blown away by it. It's like almost the moment, like, like when people like you kind of respect and you hear something about them that it's like, whoa. Like, kind of like when I respected a man named Gandhi, and I still do. You heard of Mahatma Gandhi?
Or Gandhi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how he started off?
No, I don't, mate.
He's a proper racist when he was out in Africa.
Oh,
Undeniably, he's proper racist, man. He wrote stuff. But everybody can turn their life around, and he did, didn't he? And
I suppose so. Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know about Gandhi. I don't know anything about Gandhi, to be honest with you. I remember.
Why did I go there though? Because that was off track, and I shouldn't have called him out like that. Because he did do good things, man.
I don't know. I 420 too hard, mate. Is all
I lost where I was at. I was on a train of thought, man. I lost where I was at.
Oh,
Mandela. When you get what I mean? Why these? And that's how I remember the story goes. But I do the thing that we can all agree on is there is inner circle. They were saying that he died in prison.
I can't remember, mate. Honestly, I was at that time period. I'm a 90s kid.
Doing your research, or isn't that even what the AI told you?
AI is all about debunks, mate. AI was basically saying that is this a fragment of your imagination that's just faded over time? This is it. This is what happens with ChatGPT, and even Grok as well, to be honest. So, in one aspect, there's so many people. This is like you're saying, Eden, is that there's so many coincidences around the world that people are saying the same thing, and you go, okay, there's something going on here.
Yeah, and if I remember, close to the time when they were firing up Cerns,
Yeah.
with that thing that guy was talking, there was a plane crash. Do you guys remember this?
No, I can't remember.
There was a plane crash. I think it was around the Swiss Alps. Some of you guys are smarter than me. Yeah, well, a lot of you guys are smarter than me. Sorry, excuse me. So if you guys can remember this, now I'm going back. I think, when was this? This would have been around 2000 time. So it was around about that time when because don't forget, when they're shooting these particles, yeah, and they're doing it to do the test, they got to fire them up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
sure.
when they were firing it up, around the same time, this plane was flying over there, and it went down, and they were like all investigating the crash site. And they had something. It had something to do with one of the engines. I think they found it upstream, and they were saying like, "Well, how did this thing get upstream?"
That's interesting. I can't remember that, mate. To be honest, when did they say the
I
experiment? When did the experiment take place?
I can't remember. He said it in that video. I
Yeah,
can't
he did,
remember.
didn't he?
But I remember the plane crash, because we were like, "Whoa, they're charging up Cern," because it's going to give off a pulse. Because remember, we're dealing with electromagnetic energy. It's going to give off a pulse.
Oh, I'm gonna write this down. Put this down in ChatGPT. So I put in ChatGPT, what CERN experiment caused a plane to crash?
No. It's going to say none.
It says there is no credible evidence or record of any CERN experiments causing a plane to crash.
All right. Crashes. Now, what you want to ask it? A plane crash around would it be the Swiss Alps? Got to know where Cern's is, because there's a mountain range by him.
What could you remember vaguely what year?
No.
Oh, hold on. For instance, in August 2018, a plane did crash, killing 20 people on board. The Swiss Transportation Safety Investigation Board conducted that the crash resulted as a pilot error. And that was in August 2018. When did CERN conduct experiment?
Oh, sorry.
I'm
gonna safely say no. What's a little plane crash amongst friends, eh? Just remember, the world is there, man.
I think it's probably about 2015, mate.
And when did that crash happen?
That one says 2016, that one. But this is ChatGPT. You know, they don't like telling the truth about anything.
I'm not saying that. They will only answer specific questions. The question you asked it was, did CERN's cause an aircraft? Well, hell no, it didn't. You know what I mean? Imagine you're a kid with a slingshot and you fire a rock off and it hits a car. You're not going to say, I did it. You're going to say, hell no, weren't me. Gravels on the road, flew up and hit your thing.
Sure.
No, I do remember there was a firing up of it. Because CERN's was a heavy thing. I do know the demonic reasons. I do know that as well. CERN's was a heavy thing.
Okay.
So I remember the plane crash, and I remember they would test. Maybe it weren't that one, but they would test firing something, and it was around this. I don't know if it's that same one. I'd have to look at the pictures. I'd have to see the crash pictures, because I remember it had something to do with the rockets, the engine,
right?
And the engine was found upstream from the crash site. Yeah, it was quite bizarre.
Yeah, that's bizarre, isn't it? Yeah. No idea, mate.
Back then in our community, I was part of a community of conspiracists, and that got us chatting. That really got us chatting. Because we were safely betting that it was a pulse. If I can remember correctly, it was the day they did fire it up. I don't know if it was the exact time.
Okay. I know there's been a few more Cern experiments going on, whether or not it's linked up to any of the sort of portals, the spiral effects we've been seeing in the sky recently, in recent years. I don't know.
Right, on that note then.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, in terms like an overall aspect of how can we connect Cern to the Mandela effect? Yes, Cern can open up portals. Most likely have tried to experiment, but how far is actually gone to actually create the Mandela effect or something else? This is the other thing. I think you got to really look at both ends here. I think people are misjudging what they're seeing. A lot of people regurgitate what they hear on the internet, but nevertheless, there's a lot of people out there who are basically saying the same thing. And we've got to take that into consideration. It's never going to go away. This whole aspect of the Mandela effect will never, ever go away.
Well, now the thing is now where I want to go, because like it's not just. I hope everybody's not going yet. One more thing I just wanted to bring up on this. One more thing now, and it's about a character called Professor David Nemes. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right.
Okay.
Now we're talking about dimensions, and I'd like to stay with that. I ain't going. So just to round this up now, this guy David Nemes, he's a professor. He's like known in the university now. After what he was doing, he's disappeared. He's just gone. He hated, But he created a camera that he believed could photograph these interdimensional beings.
Yeah.
Right. Now, here's the point where I wish I wasn't so high, because there's a lot of things about this we could talk about. But because I'm so high, the first time these interdimensional beings was detected was, I believe it was at MIT. Right. Now, I believe that's one I'm correct. But then we're staying with Dr. David Nemes and trying to keep this there. Now, although these cameras, we don't know if they were used at Cern's, because kind of Cern's. Now, I remember the story differently, the Mandela effect. But here it goes. This is how I know about this guy, because I remember Cern's, and this guy was linked to Cern's, and because he's a scientist, and he made this camera that could photograph interdimensional beings. But when I wanted to pull up some information to show you the links with him and Cern's, there's none, except for one thing. He gave a lecture at Cern's.
Interesting.
Okay. So this is where plot thickens. So I would like to play you. I'm hoping this is the right one where it tells you a bit about him. I grabbed it off of Rumble, and I hope this is okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this up, because you know me now. And then I'll say goodnight. We can go because I know it's late. You've had a long day.
No, it's cool, man. No, stick around. It's all right. No worries. I'm in trouble anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, it's me. It's all good.
Is it up? I'm gonna play it now. Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I don't think it's long.
As Nikola Tesla said, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. Fortunately, many
There you
scientists
go.
have already taken the leap and have already can see multidimensional beings. As a teenager, Daniel Nemes has had a passion for science and astronomy, so it was no surprise when his vocation took him into the field of science. Today, Nemes is both a scientist and inventor in Colombia, with him claiming he has the technology to photograph multidimensional beings.
These are his pictures.
Nemes said that his interest in the multidimensional universe
Not that
began
one.
after a magazine article attracted his attention about the dark matter of the universe. He then came up with the idea of devising technology through optical experiments along with mathematical calculations that would allow him to take images of multidimensional beings. Nemes knew about the development of technology which can capture images of black light, infrared, ultraviolet, and such. However, he went one step ahead and found a way of capturing the unknown that was far superior. He named the technology he invented energy vision. Nemes combined special lenses along with the sunlight and used screens that are ultra-sensitive that he created. With his invention, Nemes claims that he can capture images that are of unknown origin. The images come from other planes of existence and show various multidimensional beings and creatures. NASA and other companies must surely want to get their hands on such technology, but Nemes said he has not exposed his invention, but he did try to make the scientific community aware of its existence. Nemes also claims the media has silenced his discovery and the images that he has taken using his technology. Nemes has published many images through Facebook and revealed that since 2015, he posted more than 1,000 photos to his page. The scientist claims to have had a great deal of rejection and many insults have come his way, along with disbelief of the images. He said, "The only way I have to publicize my invention and the captures are by Facebook. Since 2015, I have posted 1,000 photos on my Facebook page. When I started to publish my images on my social network, I had a lot of rejection. It was very hard and there were many insults towards me. Fortunately, my images are now more known, and when I post on Facebook or in other groups, it is rare to receive a disqualification or insult."
Oh, sorry, I just saw it.
There is no denying that the photos are strange,
I know, I'm
and
sorry.
in almost all of them, it is possible to see strange figures or faces. Many people who have had spiritual experiences in other dimensions or used a spirit molecule known as DMT report that these beings are very similar to the beings that they saw during their experiences.
Is that what you saw?
Whether they are the faces and bodies of multidimensional beings from unknown worlds remains to be proven. One thing is for sure, the images are incredibly interesting.
That's a good one, man.
Let me catch it. Let me catch it.
Yeah, I've seen that. That was what we were talking about before the show. There is that same guy who's taken some very strange stuff. Whether or not it's actually real or not, it looks pretty good to me. It's up to you if you want to do that for next time, if you wanted to look into this.
No, not really.
No, that's fine, man. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
It is. I do. It looks. Some of them look like Rorschachs. Well, not a Rorschach block. Well, it is, yeah, because that's when you take some ink, fold it in half, open it up, and do you get an image? But it does look like it's been, you know. Did you notice that?
What, it's too good to be true?
No, I'm not saying it's too good to be true, but I think some of those images look like they were like, you know, like kind of what they do with the Last Supper picture, and they say there's hidden stuff inside it. They like put it together, kind of.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know the name for it.
It did look like that, like half the face, and if you basically compose it on the opposite side,
yeah, that's
you're getting that. Yeah,
kind of like mirroring. That's the word,
yeah.
mirroring, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah. It did look like that. Yeah. To be honest with you,
some of them did.
Sure.
Well, quite a lot of them did.
Yeah.
But there was some that didn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
But the odd thing about it is this guy's gone missing there. Unless he's on just, you know what, I've had enough. Screw technology. I'm out in the woods eating lizards.
I suppose he was getting too much traction. He's like, "Do you know what? I'm kind of just done with this."
But isn't that what you want as a scientist? People to recognize you.
Yeah, but when you open up portals or contacting these potential entities, you don't know what you're conjuring up, because it's a bit like
when you look into the abyss.
Yeah, what's channeling in one way? Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah. And on that note, being very dangerous, Nixon very dangerous. So I think we should say good night then, folks.
Yeah, it's been a good one, man. So
So what you got planned for Friday?
I'm going to be talking about Vladimir Kaczynski. It's all about German flying saucers and Al Bulik, and yeah, it's a good jam-packed show. I got ready, all about UFOs and strange stuff going on for Friday's show on Alien Addict. Yeah, and
no,
Karen.
I wanted to say that on one of your shows, I did learn something. The electromagnetic gardening.
Oh, the electroculture.
Yeah.
The copper thing. Yeah. It's a thing. Yeah, I still use it today.
That was very interesting.
Yeah, Tesla technology to a certain degree.
Pest control.
Oh, it does work.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. That was fascinating. That was fascinating.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah. So yeah, Godstopper 9 o'clock UK time. So if you're in America, I think it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. Not too sure, but it's 9 p.m. UK time. Godstopper. All right. So yeah. Yeah, thanks, Rebecca, and everyone in chat. So we've got in chat Rebecca, Godstopper, Caroline. Nice to see you. I think you're new in chat. And we've got Ether, Rotary Matrix, John, and who else we got at the top there? I can't see.
I can't see myself.
Oh no! I can control it, can't I? Fucking idiot. Sorry, I swore. Yeah. Saggy Paul, Moody, if you're all there. Yeah, so it's good to see anyone. Yeah.
And also check out your Cosmic Twilight channel, yeah? You're posting stuff about the vitamins.
Yeah, so-called vitamins. Just do like a trail analysis of the sky. So I've been uploading videos on that, which I've been quite enjoying, really. Tracking these vitamins we're getting daily doses of to a certain degree. So yeah, check me out on Cosmic Twilight or Investigate with Nick if you're on Rumble. So yeah, it's been a good show as always.
And link in the description box. So that's where you'll find it.
Much appreciated. And yeah, appreciate it, brother. So yeah. And next show, I don't know what to talk about. No idea.
Do you want to see? I read it down. What's that say? Coffee table. So I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look for the coffee table. So I'm gonna have a look for that, man.
Okay, mate. All right. Well, have fun with that.
Who knows? It might be a giggle. I always recommend films, so I haven't heard of it.
Cool, man. Sweet. Yeah. So
that's it. Does anybody want us to look in our weird way of looking into things?
Man.
Would anybody like, because that one there was who asked us to look for that? The Black Eye Kids. The time shift that Cern's wasn't somebody.
Who said that?
See, I can't. More UFO classic cases.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't mind.
Why don't we do 2 shows? In one, we could do the Black Eye Kids. Are they from UFOs, from classic UFO sightings?
Sure, we could do that. Yeah, I could pick a classic UFO sightings. There's a bunch of them I can find. Yeah. Cool. I'll find something. We'll leave it as a surprise.
Yeah, we could start a new train of thoughts with these black-eyed kids. They're not really kids; they're aliens. Just putting it out there. It's just as good as any other theory. Remember, Nick, every pot has a lid.
Very good phrase. Very good phrase. So yeah, we'll say good night, and yeah, thanks to everyone in the chat, and yeah, Jose, Moody, Rebecca, John, Sheepard Bob, and John P. Adventures, and everyone else in the chat who I haven't said. But you know who you are, but much appreciated. See you next time.
Thank you again. Thank you again. And check out, if you guys haven't seen, I dropped a video today. So check it out, man. Some weird stuff going on in Toronto. I'm gonna do my third phase. Latest stuff going on in Toronto, man. You gotta check it out. No, that was more Gotthard, guys.
Yeah.
You just gotta see what I got. I can't tell you where I got it from, but I got it from somewhere. Yeah. So yes, man. Good night, everybody. See you in a fortnight, unless anything kicks off, and then there'll be a pop-up show. You never know what's happening in this insane world. So, you know, as much as I want to say it, I won't, because thanks to Saggy Paws, he says it for me. So thank you. But be cool to each other out there, man. We only got one shot in this world. So on that note, good night, everybody, and may your gods bless you.
Good night, all. Take care.
For there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and nothing concealed that will not be known and illuminated. Stay blessed and keep safe. This is the hidden underbelly. Stay blessed and keep safe.